we're going to get one of the guys. He may still even be playing, John. I'm not sure, but played for the Sealants, and we're going to hear about some of the other teams. And this is Rob Whitehouse. Welcome to the show.
How are you?
I'm doing good. And it's great to see you again. And are you still playing?
I am still playing.
So we do have someone that is still playing in this room of probably the experience in this room might be 200-300 years of slow pitch softball. It's great to have somebody that is still playing. Tell us a little bit about the game now in the year 2017.
Well, it's funny when I'm just hearing all the stories that these guys are telling, and I played with some of these guys or knew about them, and it's definitely a completely different game. It is not as well attended as it used to be. It used to be a pretty big event around here. The tournaments and even league games where hundreds of people would go watch. So it's not like that anymore. I mean, now I play in a league out in Mayfield Village, and there's our team, the other team, and maybe some wives and girlfriends, maybe one or two.
Wow.
That's it. So, yeah, it's a lot different.
How about tournaments and stuff? Do you still go to the big tournaments?
I haven't done the big tournaments in the last couple of years, but the last time I was in that circuit, it's still very, very big in other parts of the country, but on a whole different level. I mean, it's just now if you want to be a good tournament team, your budget's got to be anywhere between $50,000 and $100,000 to back a team, because you need to fly to 12 to 15 tournaments a year, and it's all flights, hotels. It's leave Friday morning, come back maybe Monday morning. You can't just drive the state road and play in a great tournament and come back. You know, it's
a little bit different now.
A lot there, yeah, it is, and that's because there's not the participation in the area that it used to be. Now there are still very good players in this area. I'm still friends with a good handful of them.
Howie's still playing?
Howie is still playing.
That's Howie Krause?
Howie Krause is still playing. I know this year he had to take off because he hurt his neck and back, but he is still playing. I believe he's going to try playing next year. So and he could still kill it. He kills the ball still. He plays in our Mayfield Village League.
Is that right?
Yeah, he plays
Great
in that
guy.
league.
He's been on the show a number of times with coaching at Lakeland.
Oh, yeah.
Don?
Being a current player and knowing the rich history, what do you see for slow pitch in the future?
It's going to be tough. It's going to take the guys that have been a part of this game to stay involved, to just keep our hands on the game somehow, because we need to keep getting people involved in this game, whether it's players, people to manage, sponsors. That's tough. I mean, it's tough to find people willing to sponsor softball teams anymore. So, it's going to be tough, but I believe, like right now, the co-ed game is actually pretty big around here. A lot of co-ed tournaments, a lot of co-ed leagues. So people still like to play. It's just the competition is a little bit more lax. Not
so much.
Yeah,
blood and guts.
It is. Sometimes that's hard to watch, or hard to be a part of. But if you want to play anymore, that's really what. If you're going to play in the area, you're going to probably play co-ed or maybe a little bit of league softball. But if you're looking to play tournaments, you got to shop. You got to shop around, try and find someone that's got a team that's going to bring it.
What was your involvement in athletics before you started?
You know, I really didn't have much. The only thing I played was football in high school. I never played a game of baseball in my life. So I played a lot of unorganized sports, a lot of backyard baseball, football, basketball. I played pretty much every sport that way. But as far as organized sports, just football.
It seems like to pick it up in the future, you're going to need guys who played maybe high school sports, whether it's baseball or anything else, to get them doing something after they're not playing. If they don't play in college, or even if they play in done, just to do something where they can still be competitive and be a contributor.
And that's the biggest surprise, is that you would think that there would be more guys looking to do something competitive after their professional chances are gone. They want to keep doing something, but it just seems like the interest has faded on that. It's hard to, but once you can find a couple guys that are willing to play, and you can get them playing a little bit, they're hooked, and they start playing, because it is still a very, very fun game.
Oh, yeah, there's no question about it.
Yeah.
Now, you talked about backers. You played for a good one in Ohio Sealants.
Yes.
And are they still involved in softball at all?
They are not. Ohio Sealants, the Longo family owned it, and the company was bought by a German company, and after that, there was no more softball backing. So I believe, I'm trying to think of when the last team was. I did not play for the last Ohio Sealants team, but it was the early 2000s, I believe, when the last time they backed a team.
Well, we appreciate you coming on to the show tonight and talking about softball now.
Yeah. Hey,
Rob Whitehouse,
I appreciate
Charlie
it.
Malta, John O'Donnell, really appreciate it, and thanks for coming on. And like you said, let's hope you can rekindle it.
Yeah, I mean, we're all trying. We're definitely trying to keep things going. So that's the key.
All right. We are Mondays with Malta, John O'Donnell too. We're live at the